Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for having me, folks. Now, we need a keeper. We need a keeper. Czech's been given the number one, so by that logic, I know we can't read too much into numbers, but when you consider what happened to Martial, Czech is going to be the number one next season. It looks like some serious austerity measures at Arsenal, similar to how the Tories are cutting NHS and cutting everything. We're cutting everything. You see us going for. I got nothing against these players signing, but as non-biased as it is, players that are 30 plus years of age that are past it, centre halves that are a bit underwhelming, free agents from Manchester United, despite the fact that they are key players for Manchester United and making the difference for scoring headers in semi-finals and things like that. We shouldn't be signing them. Banter aside, we're going under some underwhelming targets. But I would be happy if we could grab Nzonzi, which I'm seeing with the reports and stuff. I'm fingers crossed, everything crossed for Nzonzi, but I'm very pessimistic on that. But if we could get Lafont, I would be so happy. Like, he's a very good keeper. Now we need to keep balance, because do I believe he's arguably good enough at this moment in time to be a top six keeper? I'd say yes, but I'd say no. He's raw around several edges. The one big area for me is probably times when he comes off his line. He's a bit like Loris at times, in the sense that he's nothing like Loris, but the timing could be better when he comes off his line, because I have seen people skip past him. But he's young. He's played at under 20 World Cups and things like that. He's played and put in good performances against PSG. I believe he's actually the youngest keeper, as of 2015. It could have changed, to play in the French league, and he's remained there since. I know Donnarumma gets a lot of praise, but Lafont is equally as good. He's raw. He still needs to get stronger, grow into himself, grow into his body, in the sense that he's 6'4", but I mean, put on a bit more meat, be a bit more aggressive as a keeper, a bit more demanding of his centre halves, even though he is a bit more aggressive, punch everything. There's several things he can get better at, but he's a quality keeper. He's a good shot stopper. He's a confident keeper. He's someone I like a lot. He's 19. So he's got his best years ahead of him. It could be a great investment. To lose, haven't had the best of seasons. He's actually said, he while he loves the club and the fans and stuff, he feels in different words, which he's quoted, I think it might be good to move on now. He feels like he's stagnating. Granted, at Arsenal, this is a club where a lot of young players and players of world class ability could claim to still be stagnating the same way. So it might not make sense to come to this club. And Palace are linked with him, and I rate Palace if they go and grab this guy, to be fair, because they'll make tenfold if they pay that 20 million or whatever they're asking for. Um, he's someone we should be going for. If Czech is still going to be the number one, and the likes of Black and these keepers there, we clearly can't get, because we're not trying to put the money down for them sort of players. He's someone that, yes, I'm very mindful of pressure and expectations and things, because we know Arsenal fans are a special bunch. They will pick you up they will let you climb up a rope and then tie it around your neck and strangle you to death with it. Maybe Czech would allow him to. I know Czech's past it, but it will give some vital experience, allow him time, a year to adjust and things like that. And next year you might see the best. Now, granted, that's going against my own logic. If we need a number one right now, I do believe he could be our number one right now. But will fans hear what I'm saying, in the sense that you can expect great games, but you can expect games where he might let us down because he's still learning. I don't think they will. You've seen us linked with Horn and things like that, the German keeper and them sort of things. So we'll see what happens on that front. But I just believe, together with, on paper, Bellerin's not that old. You got Maitland-Niles, you got Nelson, you got Nketiah, you got Holding, Chambers, Mavropanos, Bielik. Regardless of what you think of these man's ability, young centre halves linked with the club, a young keeper, considering we haven't got money to spend. I mean, allegedly, I'm seeing Spurs have 100 million this summer. We've got less than Spurs based on the reports to spend. So this would make sense. It's a solid investment. It's someone that's gonna make you your money back. It's someone that's talented with their best years ahead of them, and you're not gonna have to pay through the nose, or it's not gonna cost you an arm and a leg to sign the man. But yeah, man, we're probably not going to sign Mr. Lafont. I mean, he's a physical specimen. I mean, he's 19, he's 6'4", he's made over 90 plus appearances for Toulouse. He's turned up in big games. He's someone that is extremely experienced. I mean, if you quantify that, look at Lafont, compare him to his age equivalents of Englishmen keepers that are at top six clubs, or if they're not English, academy foreign equivalents, because Virginia's around 18, 19. He hasn't played that many games. That young Pereira of whatever Manchester United is a very good keeper. He hasn't played that many games. There's probably other keepers here and there, other clubs that you guys can tie to this example even better. But as for that, and as for me, I got nothing more to say on that front, guys. Deluded, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.